can't say this enough too. You cannot get mad. And I'm saying this because I did it. You can't get mad at a man doing dirt and not treating you right when he did it before you married him. So you chose wrong. You chose a man that you knew did not share the same value system, did not share the same moral code, but you thought marriage was going to change that. And it didn't. And now when he shows who he really is, you want to say, this isn't fair. I should know you chose poorly. If we can get to that place of taking accountability for, I got to work on me, because why I keep choosing these men that are no good, then I won't have this dialogue and this conversation. One of the main things I had to do when I divorced my first husband, I was having conversations with certain people and they were like, well, how are you culpable? I'm like, what do you mean? I did da-da-da. Yeah, but what did you allow? What did you tolerate? What did you turn your head to? What did you deny when you saw it? And I had to eat that, because I dated the man 8 years before I married him. So I saw, but that naivete, that young mind, that young person, oh, we'll get married and things will change, because all the married people I know, they don't do these type of things.
And that's a fairy tale.
I tell a lot of clients, if you are not ready to grow, don't get married, because that's what marriage is going to make you do. It's going to make you stretch. Like, people don't think when they first get married, because, oh, they're so in love and I love the way he smells and the way he's tall and the way he walks and There are going to be some mornings you're going to look at him and be like, damn, that Negro's still breathing. Like, God dang, I still got to deal with this man. You're going to have mornings you're going to have months like that. And you got to deal with you, because a lot of times he hadn't done anything. It's you going through something. And so you're projecting your anger, hurt onto this man, rather than realizing, I got to clean up something with me. There's some stuff going on with me. I tell my couples all the time too, when they first sit down in front of me and they're sad and upset, I'm like, you know how people have successful marriages? And they look at me like I just got this brilliant answer. And they're like, what? I say, because they want it to be successful. That's how you have a successful marriage. You got two people that both signed up and said, at all costs, I'm going to show up. And they show up. Marriage is two people coming together, working their stuff out together, supporting, loving, and sharing, and dying to self, becoming one. So letting go of idiosyncrasy, letting go of childhood trauma, letting go of fear, letting go of insecurity, and on and on.
A slew of dark videos coming up, man. I just wanted to get these videos off while I had them in my queue. So apparently she's a dating coach, right? And I'm not really mad at a dating coach that was married, or that I think you posed to have, or a marriage counselor that was married, that been through it. Even if you were unsuccessfully married, I think you got the intentions. I think you need it. Your voice is needed. And I say this all the time. Women, like I say this about Cardi B. Cardi B signed up with Offset. She knew he was a cheater, and then she divorced him for cheating. That's not a divorceable offense. You knew what he was. You got a lawsuit over him cheating to fight women. You knew what he was. And a lot of women want a certain type of dude. This rich dude. And apparently you got to share dick with a rich dude. And they understand that. Especially if you didn't build with him. Right? You didn't build with him. Why would he choose you? What makes you so fantastic? But hit the link in description, join the Patreon. But she said something very telling. That you can't get mad at the man for being who he was before you married him. You married him. You thought marriage was going to change him? See, first and foremost, you thought your vagina and your head, your sex game was going to change him. Only thing that really changed a man, if you are the perfect fit for him. That's it. A child, you the perfect fit. A life-threatening experience. But as from a woman's perspective, if you're the woman that he's looking for, impressionable, he can take you out, you speak well, you hold yourself accountable, you are a presentable woman, and y'all mesh well, most times they're not, dude ain't gonna be looking to hurt you, bro. He ain't gonna want to cheat. Most guys too scared to cheat. Most guys love their woman so much they be too scared to cheat. Believe it or not. Even guys that's not married or don't have child support, most guys really, they be scared to cheat. Most productive men, they be scared to cheat. And we get it, guys cheat off opportunity because guys don't have the access to sex. But believe it or not, most guys, they don't want to cheat, bro. They be too scared to do so. The productive guys, but what she was saying was, and it's the same thing for men. If you're dealing with a stripper, a sex worker, a hoe, or she wasn't faithful, or she was bad with money, or she didn't respect you, you thought a ring was gonna change? A ring ain't gonna change nothing. When these women say, well, you gotta marry me and I get wife, that don't hit no switch, bruh. It ain't no switch when you put a ring on somebody's finger and she turned into a wife. You put a ring on that man's finger and he turned into a husband. No, they showing you those qualities from the beginning. Through the test of time, you see those qualities. Through the test of time, you see those exact qualities. That's the crazy thing about it. You see those qualities through the test of time. So how you start is how, and if he gonna cheat, don't marry him. But a lot of women are attracted to cheaters, and they just think they God's gift to this world. They vagina, their head is better. They think their personality. They think they these great things that can just reinvent the wheel, and that's not the case, women. Most of y'all is pretty much the same. Every once in a while, you come across a woman that's accountable, that's level-headed, that's mature, that's accountable, that like to reciprocate, that like to lead a little bit. Every time you come across a unicorn, right? Every now and again that happens. And a lot of those women that dudes come encounter with, they gonna swipe them up. They don't stay out here for too long. And don't think about it. But keep it real. If you always getting cheated on and all men are bad and all men are cheat, and then you got to think about a lot of these women, and I'm just going to spend a hot second on this. A lot of these women say these guys be cheating, but it wasn't no relationship. It ain't never agreed to be in a relationship with you. Never was an agreement. It never was brought up. You just hung around so long. You just started spending the night and you thought you was in a relationship. You never got that commitment. You know how men that's hanging the friend zone with women, they just hang in the friend zone hoping that she give them some pussy instead of just, being the aggressor and just telling her from the beginning, hey, I just want to fuck. I really want to fuck you. And they just scared that once they say that, she gonna leave. So be it. You save yourself a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of heartache. Move on. Same thing with women. They be scared when they ask a dude for a commitment, that he don't give them a commitment, that what they gonna do then? Because once she don't get that commitment and she still keep coming around and busting down, that commitment ain't never really coming. It's a few situations that might be like, all right, this bitch still hung around. She been faithful. I'ma fuck with her. I'ma marry her. Or she been through the thick and thin. Women understanding ain't that many good dudes out there, bro. And the women that say, oh, I don't want to be married, or they already know it's a wrap. It ain't that they got this extravagant taste for men. They just know it's too late for them to conform to be under the leadership with a man. They get so, they be like, oh, I'll be so comfortable, single and peaceful. And they just so comfortable just getting DoorDash dick. That's it. They so comfortable just don't be thinking these women be laying up and don't be getting popped off. They be so happy just getting popped off and just, they cool with that. Until they need some help. Until they need some emotional support. Until they need somebody to hug after sex. Until they need somebody to go out and do movies with and stuff. Until then they start feeling that itch. But then she said something at the end. And when she started talking about, working through stuff as a person, as a woman, but you project it on the man and you don't know how to regulate your emotions or deal with them problems. A lot of times, if you go to the man and you tell him your problems, he gonna bring you peace. But a lot of women don't want to hear the truth. They'd rather go to somebody, a therapist that's gonna lie to them, a homegirl that's gonna lie to them, instead of going to your husband in this situation or your boyfriend and telling them what's wrong and y'all working through it. That's how relationships are built. Relationships ain't built on good times. They built on hard times and the duration of the relationship. The tough times make the relationship stronger. Let me say that again. The tough times make the relationship stronger. All the stuff that you've been through with your homies when y'all was chased by a dog, y'all played hooky, and all the tough time y'all went through. Y'all got stranded at the basketball court and didn't know how y'all was gonna get home. Y'all had to fight 3 niggas at once, and that made y'all friendship. That time made it timeless. It made it a bond. It might be serious in the situation, but you look back like, damn, that's what make relationships stronger. So tell trust your husband, the person you dealing with, hey, hey, I'm dealing with this right now, and y'all can figure it out together. Instead of just going around with an attitude and he gotta guess what's wrong with you. How the fuck you know what's wrong with you if you don't say nothing? But you know why women don't say nothing? Because they scared of the solution. They scared of the truth. And when they scared of the truth, they understand when you gotta confront a problem, you gotta go straight through it. Men do it all the time. It's scary. But instead of cutting corners and just getting it done, you save yourself a lot of grief. The more you put it off, the more you hold it on, the more you get lied to by a therapist, a homegirl, or a fucking panda bear, the problem not gonna be fixed. The problem not gonna be fixed. You know, and the problem not gonna be fixed. So, and at the end, she's, like I was just saying, toward the end, she what make a marriage strong? Working through shit. A lot of women have an exit plan all the time. They not all in. They got another nigga in, they got an ex or another nigga on the side. They got a savings plan to get out the relationship. They ain't all in. That's another reason why a lot of dudes don't want to be in a relationship. A man is all in. A woman is not. Most women got a foot out. Foot, hamstring, toes, arms out. Ear out. Instead of just saying, okay, let's go all in. Let's go all in. And when you get somebody that's willing to go all in for you, and they go all in on busters, bro. Drug dealer, thieves, scammers. You got to go all in. But that's all I had to say. Hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. Peace.